Welcome to Tales of Marketing Transformation, laying firm foundations for your marketing journey. Tune out all the black magic and imagine a time where marketing has transformed into something human. Where marketing is about building relationships with people you serve. Where marketing is about helping people. That time is now. This is Tales of Marketing Transformation. And here's your host, internationally recognized marketer, speaker, and podcaster, Dr. Jürgen Strauss.
Hi, it's Jürgen, and it's time to unpack some more of the mystery of marketing. Thanks for spending your time and attention with me right now. In the last episode, I shared with you the story of my sourdough bread baking process and how that is just like a framework for marketing, a recipe for good marketing. With a framework or a recipe for marketing, we still must capture the attention of the people that we can help, the people that we want to serve, before we can begin to build our relationships with them. And remember, we want to build relationships to make marketing more human. Imagine if you stood out like a beacon, like a lighthouse with its guiding light, specifically to those people who really need your help and whose lives you can change. Would that get a great relationship started? Contrast that with being invisible to those same people. That would be a barrier, would it not? Today's episode is brought to you by the Transformational Marketing Hub, where you'll find a host of free and exceptionally useful information to help you transform your marketing. You can access the Transformational Marketing Hub through the link at talesofmarketingtransformation.com. If you don't yet have an account for the Hub, don't worry, just click on the blue Take a Peek Inside button. Go check it out. On today's episode, I'll explore the topic of standing out and why we might be reluctant to stand out, but why it's important in a marketing sense. Of course, it wouldn't be Tales of if there was not a story involved. So, here is today's story.
This is Tales of Marketing Transformation.
Yes, you did read the title right. Giraffes roll around in rhino poo. Recently, my dad spent a few days with us, and while he was here, we took him to the Werribee Open Range Zoo that's just nearby our home. This is a wonderful facility with a large open savanna area that you can take a tour with a safari vehicle through. There you can see gazelles, antelopes, camels, Mongolian horses, rhinoceroses and giraffes roaming this plain as if in their native habitat. We noticed one giraffe in the distance, rolling around on what we later learned was a pile of rhino dung. Strange behaviour indeed. Giraffes are unique animals. They're the tallest land mammal with a fully grown male reaching 5.5 metres. Their wonderful spotted coat makes them stand out to us, yet offers some camouflage against their natural habitat. When young giraffes are born, they fall from the mother's womb. She gives birth standing, so the young calves fall some 2 metres to the ground. Pretty traumatic start to life, and then just lie on the ground too exhausted to move. Its mother lovingly lowers her neck and licks her baby before lifting her long front leg and giving it a swift kick, sending it into the air and back to the ground. It's pretty ruthless. She repeats this until the calf, still trembling and weak, finally stands on its feet. Giraffe only sleep a total of 20 minutes a day. Imagine that. Imagine the time you'd have on your hands to do all kinds of wonderful things. And they sleep standing up. And not at one time either, but in a series of power naps that last just a couple of minutes. As prey animals that stand out with their size, they need to be alert against their natural predators in the wild, lions and hyenas. So remaining awake most of the time and ensuring their newborns are quickly on their feet and able to move with the herd are behaviours they've adapted for survival. And so is rolling in rhino poo. By doing this, they adopt the scent of rhinos, so they don't stand out to hungry lions and hyenas sniffing around for prey. Who knows? A rhino poo-tainted meat sandwich is probably very unappetising. Now, all species have adapted behaviour over thousands of years to ensure their survival. Even we humans. And, like the giraffe in the Werribee Zoo, we keep those behaviours even when the danger isn't there and the behaviour doesn't serve us anymore. You see, in the savannah of the Werribee Open Range Zoo, there aren't any lions or hyenas. The zoo does have lions, but those lions have their own area. So there's no predatory threat. Yet the giraffe still roll around in the rhino poo, so they won't stand out. Where are you not standing out for fear of being eaten? While I was preparing this episode, I discovered another giraffe story online, one that is about standing out, and it's standing out with great customer service. So this giraffe is Joshy. Now, Joshy's not just an ordinary giraffe. In fact, Joshy is a stuffed toy of a young boy. This young boy, together with his family, went on a holiday at the Ritz-Carlton Hotel on Amelia Island in Florida. Unfortunately, when they returned home, the father discovered that Joshy had been left behind. Of course, the son was sad and he was fretting when he had to go to sleep that night. The stress was actually preventing him from going to sleep. So in order to get him to sleep, his dad said, "Joshy is just having an extra little holiday and he's fine. He'll come back to us in a few days." The dad phoned the Ritz-Carlton to find out whether they found Joshy, and indeed they'd found him and he'd been handed over to the hotel's lost property department, and they arranged for Joshy to be sent back home. Now, the dad told the staff at the Ritz-Carlton about his little white lie about the extra holiday that Joshy was having, and wondered if they wouldn't mind taking a picture of Joshy on a chair by the pool just to prove to his son that everything was fine, that Joshy was having a little extra holiday and he was coming back home. Now, to the dad's relief, the staff said, "Of course we can do that." Now, that's really good customer service, but what happened later was just outstanding. So a few days later, a package arrived. In it was Joshy, along with some Ritz-Carlton branded goodies, including a frisbee and a football. Just the sort of things a young boy would love to have. Also included in the package was a binder that meticulously documented all of Joshy's extended stay at the hotel. It had pictures of him sunbathing by the pool. It had pictures of him having a massage at the spa, of meeting with other cuddly friends, and even driving down the beach in a beach buggy. It showed him working the security cameras to make sure that things didn't get lost. So it really put together this lovely image, and it's a great example of not only exceeding customer expectations, but absolutely delighting that customer. So the staff there at the Ritz-Carlton clearly went above and beyond just for that little boy to make sure that the experience was great. So I thought this is the way to stand out by delivering exceptional experience above and beyond something that's remarkable, something that I'm now talking about to you because I found this so remarkable. And of course, it involves a giraffe. So Joshy the giraffe clearly isn't one of those giraffes that rolls around in rhino poo. And I hope that you're not one of the people that is doing behaviour that's hiding behind some rather unpleasant odour because it's serving a historical need to prevent you from being eaten by lions or hyenas on the prairie where there actually are no lions or hyenas on the prairie. And in fact, you have a responsibility to get out there and make sure that the people you serve, the people who you can help, the people whose lives you can change, find out about you.
This is Tales of Marketing Transformation.
Help share Tales of Marketing Transformation with others by reviewing the podcast at talesofmarketingtransformation.com and join the conversation in our Facebook group. If you'd like to chat to me directly, to give feedback on this podcast, ask questions about marketing, or anything else really, click the calendar link in the episode show notes to schedule a short call. I look forward to chatting with you. I'm Jürgen Strauss from InnovaBiz. Join us again next week when we talk about birds, specifically parrots, and what they have to do with marketing to your ideal client. Be awesome, and let's make marketing human again.
Thanks for coming on this journey with Tales of Marketing Transformation. Join us next week for another fabulous episode. For episode resources, visit www.talesofmarketingtransformation.com. Stay connected by subscribing at talesofmarketingtransformation.com/subscribe.